We ready to start? Do you want to stand up a bit? Yeah.
Drink.
There you is. So we're gonna go. We've got to say hello. We've got to say hi everyone. Hello and welcome to my next Flosstube video, whose number I can't remember because I also neglected to check. I think it's 34. You know I never check my numbers. You know me that. So yes. So welcome to my next video. I'm Zoe, and this is not Coco. This is my nephew, Alexander. So who's quite enjoying looking at himself on the screen. I thought I would introduce him to you because I know I've had some questions about him. We're gonna blow kisses for the camera. You gonna do kisses? No? Mwah. No, not yet. Not today. So yes, this is my little nephew. So he's going to be helping us do our Flosstube today, because it's a very special video. Because today is my Flosstube anniversary. Yes, it is. So yes, and that means it has been 3 years, I believe, since I started my Flosstube, which is quite scary to think it's been that long. But yes, so if you're new here, Flosstube is basically about all my stitching. I will have a bit of knitting as well, so cross stitch video. And if you're an existing subscriber, thank you for coming back. And I also noticed I've had an influx of lovely new subscribers, so welcome to all of you. I know that Teresa, Little Stitcher, did shout me out the other week, so you'll have to let me know if you came from her video or if somebody else shouted me out, so I can go and say thank you. But yes, so are you going to help me show some of my projects? Yeah? So yes, so what have I been working on this month? So I didn't actually get too much done this month until we went to the Essex Needles retreat. So I did do some more work on my bath time Haid, but that is over there. So I will pop in a photo of that, well, future Zoe will pop in a photo of that. So I did another about 600 stitches to take my count up to 1,500. Which was what I rolled in my Wipopoly. Was it 1,000 or 1,400? Whatever, I'll put it on afterwards. And then my next project was to go back to my Dark Queen of the Earth. So I did a little bit more on that, and then I went on the retreat. So then I did some more. So let's show you what I've been working on. So the first thing that I worked on at the retreat was my sampler, Harriet Salt 1866. So this is my Hands Across the Sea sampler, and I had just finished my first alphabet last time, and so this time you're gonna play peekaboo with it, yeah. So this time I just started on my yeah, you hold that bit, on my second alphabet, so just here. So I got A to H done, I think. Yeah, I just started on I. So, and this is on a 56 count hand-dyed fabric by Ducas, so XG Designs on Etsy. And I asked her specifically for this. This is a pinkish grey that I asked her for. And yes, and then the thread that I'm using is a Silks for You. I can't remember what number it was. PR 148. So it's this colour, so pinks, purples and kind of tealy blues. So, and there we go, and I'm using one strand of it and I'm stitching over two. So yes, hello. yes, I know we have to have you on the camera, don't we? We can't keep hiding your lovely face, can we? So that was my first piece. And then next I picked up my Dark Queen and I started on piece 4 of the sal. So this is a mystery sal, so I haven't got a picture of what this one's going to look like yet, but it will be similar to the Dark Queen of the Earth sal. And this is this isn't going to work, is it, Alex? I'm doing this on the called for fabric in the green. And where are we? And I just started sort of down at the bottom there. So this is the sort of the woodland behind her, and it's going to be sort of coming up at the sides there. And then I have my lovely Agnes needle minder, which is a lovely little dragon with a gemstone on it that I thought the colours matched perfectly. So there we go. So I'm just going to part 4. I believe part 8 has just been released. So still a lot of working, still a lot of catching up to do. Sorry, did you want to have a look? There you go. You can have a look as well. Yeah, you can't play with the dragon. No. But yeah, so that is that piece. And I'm using the called for fabric, like I said, and the specialty beads and thread pack from Under the Sea fabric. Yes. So that is that one. And then next, what I worked on at the retreat, I decided to have a new start. And I took the fabric that I'd had. I believe I showed the fabric for Fibrelicious in my last video, which was this lovely green fabric. And I was going to do one of my Bellas on it. I couldn't decide which one. So I took both of the charts with me and then asked everyone else at the retreat to decide for me so that I didn't have to do any thinking. And they picked out the 2. The vote was for this one. This is Enchantress of the Abyss. Yeah, and there she is. So I have the thread and bead pack for this from Hawkins Hobbies, and then this fabric is 32 count linen from Fibrelicious Yummy Fibres, and the colour is I don't know, because I think I threw away the little piece of paper. So if I can find it on the email, I will add that in for you. But it's this lovely sort of blues and greens there. And I've started right in the middle on her hair, which, despite it being lots of sort of very purple and pink in the image, a lot of it's actually in brown, which I was quite surprised of. So that is my little start in the middle. So I think I did about 200 stitches on her, and that was my little start. So yeah, there you go, you can have a look as well. Yes, there we go. Do you approve? Yeah, okay. So that was all of my whips that I worked on, and then next up I have a finish, a surprising finish. So this is another piece that I took to the retreat to work on, but once I'd started working on it, I realised I was so close to a finish that I didn't want to stop. So I carried on working on it, and then I carried on working on it when I got home, and I did 2,235 stitches on her, and it is my little Girl in the Moonlight, just there by Masha Brovko, or Maria Brovko. So, and there she is, all done. So thank you, Nikki, at the retreat, for sort of her suggestion to change the hair colour. I wasn't sure whether to change the hair colour to red, and Nikki was like, yep, yeah, you should definitely do that. So I did. So there we go. So this was a fox that I just took off the pointy nose that was at the top to make that cocoa. And then this is obviously me with my bright red hair. So there we go. And this is on a Picture This Plus fabric. Again, can't remember which colour because I took it out of the packet when I started this and then never, you know, got rid of the packaging. So I bought this fabric probably about 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah, so it's just a small piece that was just big enough. So this is a works up to a 6-inch square. So I just have to decide how I'm going to be finishing it. Whether I do it into a flat fold or whether I can find a nice little frame for it. I'm not too sure. There you go. Yes. But yeah, so that was my Oh, no, there's nothing on the back, darling. Should we show my back? Yeah, we've got to show the back off. There we go. There's the back. So, yeah, just have to decide what to do. So that was by the lovely Cute Patterns by Maria, or Masha Vovko, which is her name on her patterns. So there we go, and that was all of my cross stitching. That was very quick, wasn't it? Yeah. So I've also been doing some knitting this month. Sort of quite a bit of knitting. I'm working on a couple. Yes, hello. Yes. So I've been working a lot on a couple of knitting tests. So the first piece that I will show you, and I will pop in a photo of what it looks like on me, with all the little ends hidden because I haven't actually woven in these last few ends yet. But it is a lovely peplum vest top. So with a peplum there at the bottom. But like I said, I'll pop in a photo of what it looks like on. And this is worked in Addison's yarn, so Ruby and Roses yarn in violet, and the coordinating variegated speckle, that's what she calls it. So the coordinating speckle and then violet. There. Yes, you want to have a look? Yes, it's very soft, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. So, like I said, here's a picture of, yes, so I'll be covering up your face again, but you won't notice this time. This is a picture of me, obviously wearing it outside. We did have about 5 minutes of sun the other day, so I managed to go out and get some pictures. It is actually sunny today, which is quite surprising. So, oh, lovely. More snot. Snot all up our sleeves, snot in our eyeball. So yeah, so this is the Sunset Boulevard tank top with peplum by Ariana Soloway Designs. So I will pop the information down somewhere. That one I believe is going to be released up for sale towards the end of this month. She has a children's version as well, which is still in testing. So I believe they're both going up. And I did the size 7 is the size that I did. So yeah, we're getting tired again. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting sleepy. Okay, Bubba. So I think, should we go pop you down for a snooze, and then I can show everyone the goodies that I got at the retreat. Yeah? Yeah. You can do that. You're going to say bye-bye to everyone. Oh, should we stand up again so that we can see you properly? Right, we're going to say bye-bye. Bye-bye. No. He's like, there's a baby in there. Yeah. Is that a baby? No, no bye-byes. No bye-byes. No, we're too tired to do bye-byes. Yay, say bye-bye everyone. There we go. So he's gone down for a bit. So let's show you some shopping that I did at the retreat. So let's move that around a bit. There we go. So at the retreat we had de-stash tables, so where everyone could put some goodies on, you know, things that they wanted to give away, de-stash, sell on that. So I got a few bits from there. We also had a lovely raffle with lots of special bits on there, so I have something from that. So yeah, so from the de-stash, if I can remember, because my pile is a bit higgledy-piggledy. What did I get from our de-stash table? Oh no, that was mine already. That's there we go. So, oh, goodies. Right, so from the de-stash table, I saw this lovely little design. What's it say? I don't know if I read it first. Curled up cat. So that is the design. It's actually a full sort of square, not a A4, but I suppose you could crop it down to the A4 design, but it's made for a cushion like that. and I just thought that was really cute. So yeah, so I had to have that on there. So, whoops. Oh, let's try and get it away neatly. There we go. Then Alison, lovely Alison, was there, and she had brought in lots of her finishes, some small delicate pieces, and one of them was this needle book, which is called the Loose Threads Needle Keeper, by Pole Stitches Designs. And yeah, I believe this is just the book. So is there a picture on the front of this? No, there's not. So this is just the design there, but I will put in a couple of photos of Alison's finished piece. She did make a couple of small changes, but yeah, so I'll pop those in now. Then I saw this from Bo, and this I have this on a plaque, painted plaque, and I say this all the time to Coco, but yeah, this is the reason I can't have nice things. So yeah, so that is definitely Coco, so I'm going to be changing up the colours to make that a Coco and stitching that one for my kitty cat. So that is Nice Things by X Stitch Designs by Lisa. So Designs by Lisa. And then I saw these two. Now I've wanted these two books for quite a little while, and kept thinking, oh, I need to get those, I need to get those, and it was just one of those things that they were never there. I would never, you know, when I went on to get them, they were never in stock or whatever, and I saw these at the retreat on the D-stash table, so I had to buy both of these. I know Kaylee Cross Stitch, she is doing a couple of these, or she did a couple of these, the square ones. I know she's done this one, which is really cute, and also the Seasons one, which I believe was further along. Yeah, that one, which I really want to do. And also I believe that Crafting Emily, I'm pretty sure this is the one that she is doing or has just finished maybe. I know she's, I've not seen her next video yet, her new one, which is really nice. And also, oh, I'm just showing you all the designs there. Also, I think, oh, I know somebody's doing that one, a Flosstuber, whose name I can't remember. But yes, so quite a few lovely things into that one. And then Cross Stitch for the Soul is lots of her wonderful phrases as well. So yeah, what is, there we go, good companion shortens the longest road. I quite like that one, so I might have to do that one first. And there's one about lemons as well. But yes, but anyway, lovely. So I have both of those. So that was off the D-stash table. Then we also had a raffle again, and so for the raffle, I think pretty much everyone won something again, I think. But I picked up this massive, lovely long piece of sort of a mustardy coloured fabric. Now it's very long and thin, so perfect for maybe a story keep design from Haid, if I can find a nice one sort of without a background that will go on this. I know I've got, I do have seen a couple of designs sort of like squirrels and woodland theme, which might go nice. Oh, if not, I will get lots of sort of regular sized pieces on that, but I just loved the sort of mustard colour. So yeah, so pick that up, get that all folded up again, nice and neatly. There we go. So big piece of fabric there. And then also we had a kind of pass the parcel type sort of gift along, gift de-stash, whatever. But everyone that wanted to participate took a cross-stitch gift, all of a similar value. We all set a sort of value to work to. Would wrap it up, and then on the day we played sort of a left-right game. So we all got into on our individual tables, all sort of grouped together, and sort of was read through a story, and then every time we heard the word left, we had to all pass our parcels to the left, and every time we heard the word right, we would pass our parcels to the right. And then at the end of the story, you got to keep whatever present you then had. So when I opened mine, I had this lovely design from Bothy Threads. It's called Retail Therapy. I just love all of these umbrellas here. So I thought I might have to do this. This is charted to be done on a 14 count. But I'm thinking I might do it a bit smaller, maybe on a 25 or a 28 count, and finish it into a little cushion. That might be quite sweet. So yeah, so I have that one. I do need to just double check on the pattern, obviously, to see if it can be converted to over one on 28, because if there's a lot of half stitches or things like that, it might be a bit difficult. But yes, so I got that. Oh, where are we? And then we had a couple of shops came down for us to all do some shopping. So we had Zarina and Robert from Hawkins Hobbies, and we had, oh my gosh, my name's gone blank. I was going to call her Kate, but I'm pretty sure her name's not Kate. Megan. Oh yeah, I don't know where Kate came from, but Megan from Coffee Crafts and Fabrics, Coffee and Crafts Fabrics, came down as well. So I got a few different pieces from there. So let's start with my fabrics. Now I have shown you some of this before, more recently, because this is my A Year in the Woods by Cottage Garden Threads, Cottage Garden Samplings. So this is my Year in the Woods designs, and I picked up the fabrics that I wanted to stitch on, but I wasn't happy with a couple of them. I still wasn't 100%. So went back to Megan and was like, can I swap a couple of these around and have a play? And of course she was lovely. She's like, yeah, she's like, go for it. And I got a few out. So I kept two, and I got two new ones. So let us get in order. So here we go. So this is the fabric. So I hope this isn't too loud. I know I said I got my hearing back. I actually lost my hearing again. Not so long after getting it back, which is really inconvenient. So I'm hoping this isn't too loud. But yeah, so for winter, I have, winter is December, January, February. But I'm going to be doing these three pieces, sort of 3 pieces of each season on one piece of fabric. I am hoping to do them individually. So I will, you know, rather than 3 longer frames. But, you know, I'm not 100% sure. And also, I haven't actually measured the fabric, so I have no idea if it would fit with enough gap in between for me to finish. But I knew, I think I just rented from the design area and thought, well, on 28 count, it'll be, you know, it says there 7, just over 7 by 9. I thought if I'm doing it on over 1, then that'll be like 3.5 by 4.5. So I figured it would be big enough for me to do each 3 pieces separately. If I wanted to do them over 1. But obviously if I do them over 2, they might end up too big for me to do all 3. But But yeah, so if I'm, does that make sense? So if I can fit them over 2 on the 28 count, I will do them all individually. If I can't, then I will do it over 1, and I will do all 3 pieces together and then frame it as winter as 1 frame, spring as 1 frame. Does that make sense? That makes sense in my head. Hopefully the picture I've got in my head made it into the words that came out of my mouth, and you can picture that too. So December is the reindeer. This one is one of my favourites. Then January is the fox, and February are the 2 swans. And they are going to be done on this lovely wintry blue piece of fabric here. I will apologise for the lights. Oh, there you go. I will apologise for the sunlight. Sorry. My mother is behind the camera just pointing at random items that she wants. Yes. But anyway, so this is a lovely sort of variegated light blue and sort of a bit silvery. So a lovely wintry blue. So that is going to be my winter piece. Then for spring, I have, so we've got March is a jackrabbit or a March hare. April is a raccoon. I love the tail on that. And May be the ferret. Now I will be changing the colours of the flowers on the raccoon, because for March, again, crinkle crinkle, I have this really lovely spring pink. It's not coming out quite right on camera, but this is a lovely bright, not bright, a lovely pastel sort of pink, like a rose colour, which will be lovely for those. That was the new colour I picked. Oh, let's go. And then for summer, we kept our green. So summer is, where are we? Actually, June. Which is, June is the bear. July is the bald eagle. And August is the barn owl. I was debating whether to change July, because I think they've charted the bald eagle to be representative of obviously the 4th of July in America. Now, as far as I'm aware, the bald eagle is actually native to England, or resident in England as well. So I may leave that. I may change that for one of their other, because I know they have other sort of designs that go in this theme as well. But that is going to be our lovely green, which fits perfectly with that. So this is sort of a nice sort of grassy green, spring green colour. I know it said spring green and it's a summer design, but it'll be fine. And then autumn is September's woodpecker. Love that red. Oh, what's it called on top of their heads? I can't remember. Plume? No, it's not a plume. But yes, a bat, little brown bat for October, so Halloweeny. And then November we have beaver there. And for that one I have this sort of nice rich sort of coffee brown, musty brown colour. Actually it's more like a tea dyed fabric. So yeah, so that will be going for those. And that is my year in the woods. Finally all charted up. Thank you to Megan. So there we go. Let's pop those on the floor to deal with later. But yes. And I spoke to Zarina at Hawkins Hobbies, because these designs do call for several I think weeks dye works, and there's another one that calls for some weeks and some colour dye works. There's two fancy floss brands that it calls for. There's a few fancy flosses. I think there's a couple on each season, a couple on each month, sorry. So I asked Zarina, and she said if I just sent her a list of all that I need, and then she will gather them together and then send me all of those, which is perfect. And then I also, if you remember in my last video, I mentioned that I was going to start collecting the the Mill Hill Christmas Village series, and she managed to get the first 3 from me. Now there was quite a few out of stock, but she did manage, I say the first 3, she just managed to get me 3. So I basically messaged her and said I want to collect all of them, so you know, order me sort of 3 or 4 of whatever's in stock, and then I will just, each sort of time I want to order them, I'll just say I already have X, Y and Z, just order me a selection of others. Because like I said, I want all of them, so I'm not in any not bothered which ones come. So this one is Through the Woods. So the only thing I don't like about this one is there are people on it, but the people don't have faces, and I don't like that. So I will be doing this on fabric instead of on the called for paper, so I'm hoping to be able to do some little French knot eyes or something. But yeah, so this is Through the Woods. So people in a sleigh with a horsey. The horse has an eye. He has a little black cross for an eye, but the people do not. No, people need to have at least eyeballs. So I'll be doing something to give them some eyes. And these are the kits. So I've got all of the beads and the buttons there. Then the next one is Skating Pond. So again, no eyeballs. They need faces. So yeah, so I like that one. And then this one is the toy shop. So there's no people on this one, so I don't have to worry about their face. But yeah, so that's that one. Now, these say they come out at 5 inches square, give or take. And I'm assuming this paper, this is perforated paper, is a 14 count. So I have an Afghan that if you've been watching me for a while, you may have seen in one of my really early videos, that is sort of embroidered into squares. And I'm hoping to do it on that. And it's an 18 count Afghan. And I'm hoping the squares are about 5 inches, so that I'll be able to get one of these in each of the squares. So fingers crossed, but I'm going to have to sort of look into this, and obviously also make sure that all of the other kits in the series, you know, all the other designs are sort of about the 5 inch. You know, I thought I'd need to have a research, see what the biggest one would be, and then see if I can do that one still. So yeah, so that was what I'd ordered, and that's what she bought for me. And then we all got back downstairs, did my shopping, put my money away, I was all sorted, and I sat down, and Julie had been shopping and had to come and show me what she'd bought, because, you know, that's what we do as stitchers, we enable each other. And she showed me what she bought, and I fell in love, and I was like, I didn't even look at those, I have to go and buy those now. So what she brought down was some of the Autumn Harvest teeny tiny Mill Hill ornaments, and she bought this one down, which is painted pumpkins. Painted pumpkins. Oh my god, there's so many P's. The painted pumpkins, pumpkin ornaments. This is called Bewitching Pumpkin. So there we go. And she brought this one down, and I was like, oh my god, I have to go buy that. So I had to then go back upstairs on the next day when Savina went up to buy that. And then I also saw this one, which is the Glowing Pumpkin, which has lots of beads on. And then, oh, I've lost one. There it is. When I say lost, I just mean I dropped it. Then I saw this one. This is the Webster. So little spider web. I thought that was quite cute. So yeah, so there's my 3 autumny Halloweeny ones. And then I also saw this, which is Honey Pot. So that was quite cute. So then I had to get this one, which is the Spring Bouquet Pins, Bumblebee In. So that's a little beehive. So I've got those 2 there. Like that. And then I also saw the buttons and beads cappuccino. So, and after speaking to Julie, she advised me that there is like a latte as well of this, so there may be some other coffee ones that I might have to have a look around and collect. So yeah, so I bought the cappuccino one, and these were the full kits, so again with all the beads, the paper, the treasures and that. So I'm not too sure whether I'll do this on the paper, but obviously those little ones I will do as the full kit and have them as little ornaments. But yeah, not 100% sure. Oh, actually, if you look on the back of this, it has got the latte one just there, teeny tiny. So yeah, so I will be getting that one. So I don't know if there's any others in the coffee range. Might have to have a look, but yeah. So there we go. So that was what I got there. And then I got I saw a message on the group sort of just before we went from a lovely lady, Maria, who was selling this box here. It's a DMC box, and basically she had one and her mum both had one. Obviously she uses hers, but her mum had never used hers, so she was selling it. So I saw it and I was like, oh yes please, I will have that. It's actually a lot bigger than I thought, which is great because it fits so many threads. I spent the other day loading up all of my DMC threads, give or take. So all of my unkitted DMC threads into here, and let's see if I can lift it up to show you how big it is. So this box is so heavy. So this, you can see how big it is compared to me there. But yeah, so this is my new DMC Fence Box. It's got big bit at the top, and it's got 3 full-size drawers and then a little flat one at the bottom for tools, you know, scissors, stitching parts. And at the minute I've got almost a full set of DMC in there, and it just takes up maybe the first two trays. So I'll grab the camera off and just give you a very quick 1, 2, 3 of it. Alright, so excuse all of my stuff that I've been showing you that I've been dumping on the floor. So here it is. So this, obviously I haven't put anything in the top yet, is there. And then you've got these massive drawers. I'm thinking, because they do come out, but they don't quite come out all of the way. So I'm wondering whether to get some just little cardboard blocks just to pop behind there, just so that I can just sort of fill up to here. Because if I want to get this thread that's at the back, that's going to be really awkward to get in there. So, but yeah, so that's that one. And then same again all down to there. And I'm almost finished. I think I still have one more box of threads just to write the numbers up on and fit those in. So I've been putting these in vertically. So I've been having to rewrite all my numbers along the top here. But yes, so they're quite sturdy. Sort of like almost like was like not hardwood, but plywood. Sort of inserts there, and then that's the last straw. Last straw is a little bit stiffer. It does come out all the way like the others do, but I've not filled this one yet. It's just got some of my variegated DMCs in at the minute. And then at the bottom is just a very flat one, ideal for, you know, scissors, snips and other bits. But yes, and I noticed the fabric actually is branded as well. So where can I find one? So yeah, it has the DMC logo straight on the fabric there, which I just thought was quite cute. But yeah, branded fabric, branded brass knob there. So yeah, so I bought that from her and just have to find somewhere to keep it now. So yes, so that was that. And then I mentioned Julie earlier. Julie was selling her Needle Needs Necessaire Stand, which I let's see if I can turn that, which I bought off her as well, so that I could give my frame stand that I had to my sister because she wanted one. So I bought this. It's actually quite sturdy. So I'm really impressed with this. But yeah, getting rid of it. The only thing I'm not as keen on it is that these, on my other one, these I could sort of push them back in that direction, so that they were closer to there. Whereas this one, no, they're always that length. So that's the only other thing that's on there that I miss now that I don't have my other one. But you know, we will get there. I'm sure it will be fine. And yeah, and then my last bit of shopping came, this came when I got home. This is from Tofts, so this is Kerry Lord Designs. I'll take off the dust cover because the dust cover is boring. And this is Alexandra's Garden Flowers. 30 crochet flower patterns. And some of these are absolutely adorable. So I'm going to be crocheting some of these. But yeah, what is... yes. So I'll be crocheting some of those at one point as well. And there we go, that was all my shopping. So I think actually my shopping took longer to go through than my whips. But hey, that's what happens at a retreat. So yeah, so this coming month, so we're now in April, my goals for April. Let's see, well my first goal is going to be to find somewhere to put all of my new stash. And find somewhere for this lovely box. But I want to carry on getting caught up on my Dark Queen of the Earth. So I'm hoping to get parts 4 and 5 caught up this month. So that'll be the background woodland bit that goes up on both the left and the right, is part 4 and 5. So I'm hoping to get those done this month. And I will be keeping that as my focus piece in between going back onto my Woodpopperly board, rolling for that one. Also, I'm hoping to get this piece, decide how I'm going to be finishing this, and hopefully get it finished, get it FFO'd this month, just so I can have it as, you know, my first fully finished piece of the year. I think this is my first finish of the year anyway, but it would be nice to have it completely done and on display rather than just going in my drawer with all my other pieces. So yeah, so just have to decide. I think I might finish it as some sort of flat fold item or flat backed, you know, thing, but that'll be the first time I've done that, so I will have to have a play around and see. I know Vonna Pfeiffer has quite a few tutorials on her page, so I will be having a snoop around there to go. So yeah, that is for this month. Hopefully get a bit more work on my heids if I roll those. It'd be nice to get those down. But yes, and what I need to be doing now is replacing the box on my Woodpopperly board that had this, replacing that with a different project, possibly my new Bella that I've just started, that can go in that square. Have I got my notebook here? Yeah, because I do have some shout outs of people that were at the retreat that I know have Flosstube channels, so I thought I'd better shout them out, and I will have tagged them in the description box. I think this was all the ladies that have sort of that are on Flosstube. I hope I didn't miss anyone. But yes, if I did, you will have to shout at me and tell me in the box. But yes, because I could list all the people that were there, but my memory is awful and I will forget. So we had Ema, the Irish stitcher, was there. Claire, so Crafty Creative Claire is there. Isabel, she has a French Flosstube channel, Tea Time Fix, so all her videos are in French. Then Rachel, we had Stitchy Rach. Cat V Stitches was there. And then of course Elaine, Ellie Willy Stitches, and Teresa Little Stitcher were both there as well, as they had organised it all. I think someone's been chewing the back of my notebook. There's some bite marks in that. I wonder who that could have been. Coco. But yes. So that is hopefully all of the Flosstubers that were there at the retreat. And but yeah, so it was great fun that we had, and can't wait to the next one. I think the next retreat is in November, I believe. Is it November?
Maybe September.
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 September. It's either September or November, one or the other. But yes, so we'll be going to that, and my sister will be going to that one as well. So it'll be the three of us there. And yeah, but I think that is everything to show you all. I am working on another knitting test, but it is a secret test. I can't show you that until the magazine is published, so I can't show you that one just yet. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching, if indeed you still are, and I will see you next month. So yeah, so love you lots. Bye.